Right, welcome to another exciting episode of Sports Guys. But this time around, it's the Euros with the Sports Guys. You know the Euros are big, right? And Germany off to a great start. They draw first blood in the 2024 Euros. And I have my brother here, Penty Jijo, new team to help me do the discussion on the show today. Penty, what's up? Everything cool. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Since the last episode, it's been a while.
Yeah. But we have resumed fully and we are ready to go. So the Euros, Germany draw first blood, and Euros getting on and scoring 5 goals against Scotland.
Yeah.
Germany stands tall on paper to win the game, but the scoreline is quite surprising.
Yeah, much surprising to me. I actually thought they could score 3. They could score 3 goals, but scoring 5 is massive results for the German Minecrafts. They've done really well.
Yeah.
They've done really well.
Yeah.
And I'll applaud the head coach, Julian Nagelsmann. He has done really well with the team and even though they have the talent in there, the likes of German Musiala and Tony Kroos and Florian Wirtz and likes. They need to put all those things together for and he has done a really great job. I think Julian Nagelsmann needs to applaud it
for the wonderful job he has done in their first game. All right, so let's first take a look at the lineup from both teams prior to the game or before the start of the game, and let's take the German lineup first before we go to the Scotland. Now, Emmanuel Neuer in goal post. His ratings here 6.3. You think it's good?
He didn't have a lot of work to do in the game. If you look at the way the game panned out, he didn't have a lot of work to do. So a 6.3 rating for Manuel Neuer wouldn't be bad for me. I think he's a goalkeeper that when he's called upon, he delivers to his very best. So I think that he has done a really great job in this game. And the fact is, Germany didn't concede a lot of shots on goal. So it was expected.
It was expected, right? All right. So let's look at the back four of the German national team. We have Joshua Kimmich at the right back, Antonio Rüdiger who scored an own goal. We have Tah in there. So Rüdiger and Tah playing the 4 and 5, and we have the name. It didn't more Drew. But we have Andrich in the midfield, Tony Kroos in the midfield, Jamal Musiala, Ilkay Gundogan, and Wirtz, your player, and Havertz up front.
Yeah, my guy Florian Wirtz. He has done a really good job. This season, fantastic for Bayer Leverkusen in the Bundesliga. Yeah, is that guy. And today he showed his class. He's scoring that opening goal. Yeah. Brilliant goal by our standard. And what a brilliant assist also from Musiala.
Yeah. All right, so the Scotland national team, we have Gunn in the goal post. We have Tierney, the former Arsenal player. And we have Putos, and we have Hendry. So they played a 3-4-3 formation. So in the midfield, we have Robertson joining the midfield. We have McGregor in there. We have McTominay, your Manchester United
my guy.
star.
Scotty.
And we have Ralston, and we have McGinn up front, Adams up front, and Christie up front. When you look at these players and you compare them to the German national team players, apart from Scott McTominay, Robertson, and
Tierney,
who are actually, and McGinn, who are actually
McGinn plays for Aston Villa, so that he's the only guy who brings that quality on board in that midfield. Maybe you can talk of Scott McTominay as well. They don't have a very good striking department. They don't have a goal poacher, and you saw it affected them in this game. They couldn't score a lot of goals, and the only goal they scored was an own goal from Antonio Rüdiger. So clearly you can see that the team lacks a lot of quality up front, and I think that moving forward, the head coach needs to do something about that. Scotland are a good team. I don't see them.
Actually, they've not made it to the knockout stages of any European major tournament.
Yes, they've not made it throughout the group stages, and that is a hurdle they need to get over. That is a hurdle they need to get over.
All right, so let's take a look at the goal scorers, right? So Kimmich scored the first goal. Florian Fritz scored the first goal under 10 minutes, and Kimmich gave the assist as well.
Yeah.
Jamal Musiala then scored the second, and Kai Havertz gave the assist.
Yeah.
And Kai Havertz again was on the score sheet. The third goal, he scored a penalty. And in the 44th minute, the Scotland, they had a red card, and that should affect them for the second half. So they came on in the second half, and the full crack did the wonders, scored the fourth goal, and Emre Can scored the fifth goal.
Yeah. Emre Can he was a former Liverpool player, and he went to Dortmund, and he's doing great. I really like the way he's playing well for Dortmund, and he did really, really well in this game. If you look at the way he played the game, he really, really brought a lot of energy into the game in the second 45 minutes, and he played a part in this 5-1 win. But looking at the other goal scorers, Kai Havertz, he has really done well in this game. For me, he is that guy. And even though the Scotland considered that late penalty before the end of the first half, you look at the way he took the penalty, it shows the kind of confidence he has in him, and he's playing well at Arsenal. Through to the end of the season, he had a very great run of form, and he's bringing that to the Euros. And I really like the level of confidence he's exhibiting so far in the tournament. And I think this will go a long way to help him. A player that we are not talking about, even though he's not on the score sheet, is Kroos. Tony Kroos. That guy with his level of experience he has in the midfield today, you can clearly see what he brings on board, playing a lot more from the deeper roles, making those short passes, long passes here and there from the midfield. Brilliant game he had in there. I think Jamal Musiala, the man of the match himself. I'll leave that for you.
No. But I was talking about Tony Kroos. Don't forget that this is actually his final tournament. For the German national team. Actually, in his career, he's done, after this tournament, he's done with football. I mean, what a player. But we'll actually come and do a whole show for Tony Kroos because he deserves it.
Yeah, he really, really deserves it. He showed his class over the years, playing a lot more, and he has really, really done well in terms of how he has crafted his own style of play over the years. You look at when he was playing at Bayern Munich for some time, you could clearly see a kind of a different midfielder with his generation, and he has really, really done well. And you could see that he has really, really passed on that experience and quality to the likes of Jamal Musiala, and they have all been part of this wonderful structure of the German setup.
All right, let's talk about Jamal Musiala for a short while. What a player! Does so well for Bayern when it comes into the national team, and at a very young age. But what he's doing, he's doing some wonders. Jamal Musiala, what a player he is!
Fantastic guy indeed. He has showed his class. And you know, when you talk about young players in Europe these days, you will mention the lives of Jude Bellingham. You mention the lives of Phil Foden. But believe you me, Jamal Musiala is also up there. He's up there with the lives of Jude Bellingham. I think that with time we will see more of him, and as he grows, his quality will also come up, and you will get to see an exceptional player which will lift up the world. And I think that this tournament, for example, it will be that it's a playground where he has to exhibit more of what he has, and I think that he will be able to do that more. And looking at the way the tournaments have started already, providing those assisting there and also playing so well, I think it shows. He's that guy working together with Florian Wirtz in that,
and then the likes of Kai Havertz up front. I think
brilliant. See, Germany are deadly, and this tournament itself has a lot of quality.
Actually,
and I think Germany, being the host nation, they need to take advantage of it and play better.
All right, so let's look at the start of the game. Right, so ball possession, Germany had 68% of the ball possession. Scotland had 32% of the ball possession. Goal attempts, 19 attempts for Germany and 0 attempts for Scotland. So what was happening in the front line for Scotland? 10 goals on shot on goal for German national team, 0 for Scotland, 5 off target for Germany. And And the free kicks, Scotland had 19 free kicks, but Germany had 8 free kicks, and the corner kicks, 5 for Germany and 0 for Scotland. So you could see that the stats was in favor of Germany.
Clearly, you could clearly see that Germany had the upper hand from the first. When the whistle was blown, they had the upper hand, and they continued with the momentum to the game ended. They never stopped. They never pushed the gas off. They continued with the momentum, and they had a brilliant game by all standards. Being able to keep up the momentum from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, scoring 5 goals is amazing. And this is a tournament that if you play at such levels, you go far into the tournament because you meet a lot of quality opposition, but it depends on the level of tempo and determination the players have to play. And I think that the way Julian Nagelsmann is going, he's going to really transform his team to play in a certain way that they may be their favorite to win the tournament.
Actually sending some strong warning to the likes of England and
Portugal,
Spain and Portugal.
France.
Because
this is a statement result.
Charlie. 5-1
opening
game.
Not just to host the tournament, but also to win it.
Yeah. All right. So let's look at the tactics. I think that will be our final one before we leave. The tactics from both teams. Nagelsmann comes in with a 4-2-3-1 formation, and Steve Clarke for Scotland came in with a 3-4-3-4 formation for Scotland. Then again, on paper, Germany stands tall, but look at Scotland's formation against the German national team. Do you think Steve Clarke should have done better?
Yeah, he should have applied a more defensive approach. Being pragmatic would have helped him, but he didn't. And I think that affected him in the game. You look at the structure of the team itself, it led a lot of loopholes behind them. And you know the quality the German possess. If you leave the likes of Florian Wirtz, you leave the likes of Havertz and German Mozilla to play up front with you, they will punish you, and we saw that's what they did, and they got the goals in there. So I think that if you look at Steve Clarke, he didn't help his side, and I think moving forward he needs to do something about that, because you're going to face a lot of quality opposition. And you need to respect your position as well. Respecting your position is part of the game. And you look at the Rudiger's own goal, which that was the only thing they had to
write home about. Nothing else.
Nothing else. So the whole structure of that defense was really poor tonight. And look at the penalty they conceded late on in the first 45 minutes. It didn't help because they just lost the game. And if it was 2-0, you could have said that maybe a goal would have revived or revamped their interest in the game. Maybe get a draw. But 3-0 first half was a very bad one.
And you should say maybe the Scotland national team should have sat back and watched the German national team play, but they decided to open up and play with this all talent, the scoop of talent in the German national team, then the tactics, because you don't have the Arsenal, you don't have the kind of players to match this German national team players. I think that was wrong from Steve Clarke.
Basically wrong. Absolutely, you are right there. He got it wrong. And you look at the way the Germans play, they play with a lot of intent and they really want to score. So you have to block all the channels and make sure they don't get any balls getting into your box anytime you press or you attack. So that didn't help. Playing out and you want to play against the German the way they are playing, you just have to sit back, defend, be more pragmatic, and maybe capitalize on a counter-attacking or counter-attacks that you get. And that would have benefited the team, because you have the likes of Scott McTominay who can run into the box.
Actually.
And also maybe take advantage of your set pieces as well. And the set pieces would have helped him. But all that being said, I think it was a great game we watched. A big game it was. And I think that we'll have to move on to the other games as well.
So let's take a look at the group so far. Germany in there. Pakorich, if we can actually, that's good. Germany, Scotland. Pakorich, please give us the table. DJ Pakorich, are you listening to us? All right, so there goes Group A. We have Germany, Scotland, Hungary, Switzerland. So tomorrow we'll be having some games from Hungary and Switzerland. So Group A, Scotland now on 0 points. They are going to take on, I think, Switzerland next. And that Hungary.
Dominic Soboslai. He is in there. But Obviously, if you look at the way the group is, they are clear. Germany are clear favorite to top the group, and maybe Scotland and Switzerland will fight for the second spot. And I see Hungary also being a threat. Yeah, I see Hungary being a threat. So now that Scotland have lost their first game, the second game is really crucial now. So anyone who wins the second game will take advantage of it. By drawing that game might help Scotland because they also need to get a win in their next game.
All right, so we are wrapping up. So let's take a look at the games coming up tomorrow. So tomorrow 1 p.m. we have Hungary will take on Switzerland. Spain, Croatia at 4 p.m. Big one. Luka Modric and the likes of the Manchester City player.
Yeah, Rodri in midfield. It's going to be a big midfield. Big midfield battle between the Spain national team and the Croatians. It's going to be a big one. But yeah, we'll look up to that.
We'll look up to that. And we have Italy and Albania at 7 p.m. So 3 fixtures coming up tomorrow. Nice fixtures.
Yeah, nice fixtures.
All right, so we are wrapping up.
Yeah.
So what do you think the first game, 2024 Euros? Do you think we have a tournament in our hands?
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting tournament. And I like the way the goals are coming in. We saw it in the AFCON, the goals came in. So we want more goals. And it will make the tournament more exciting.
Yeah. All right. So sports guys out there, we are wrapping up. So if this is your first time watching, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Turn on the notification button and actually share for us. And you can also comment in the comment section as well. But for now, we are out. Remember, this was Euros with